The sun rises in the east and sets in the west. Notice that when the sun rises, darkness disappears. Notice that when the sun sets, darkness comes back again. Now, this is very important. Sometimes we don't really look at the things that are happening around us. Let us relabel that sentence about the sun rising in the east and setting in the west. If you change the words set and rise, this is what you will have. The sun arrives from the east and leaves in the west. Now, if you look at it like that, you will notice the arrival of the sun causes the darkness to run away. However, when the sun leaves, darkness comes back. So therefore, we can say that darkness is a natural event. However, when the light arrives, darkness must leave. Now, in Genesis, notice that in the beginning, when God created the heaven and the earth, notice one important thing. In the very beginning, darkness was present. Just read it and you will see darkness was present. Because it said that darkness was upon the deep. However, when God showed up, the very first thing that he did, he said, "Let there be light," and there was light. Notice, when God showed up, God being the source of light, he caused darkness to disappear. Notice also that by making light present from the very beginning, when he first started to construct the universe, darkness had no say. And two, he was able to do all of the other things that he did over the next 6 days because light was present. You see, in the darkness, you cannot create stuff. You cannot be creative in darkness. You can be creative in light, but not darkness. Just imagine, put a carpenter in a dark room and ask him to construct something. He can't get it done. Put a scientist in a dark room and ask him to invent something. He can't get it done. You see, inventions don't happen in darkness. They happen in light. That is why you need light into your life. I want to also bring another important thing to you now. That is the relationship now between darkness and light. Darkness is also seen as sin. When you are full of sin and evil, darkness is inside of you. In other words, darkness is dwelling in you. Your eyes might be seeing the light of the world, meaning the sun, the natural sun, but darkness is inside of you. And that is why there's so much evil inside of you. However, when you let light in, now light is from God, light is the truth, light is goodness, light is good deeds. When you allow the light of God into you, darkness cannot stand. Remember, from the beginning, darkness had to run when light showed up. Similarly, if you want the darkness out of you, if you want the evil out of you, you need to let Jesus into your life, because Jesus is the source of the light, and when he comes into you, the darkness has no choice but to leave. The evil has no choice but to leave. That is why you need Jesus into your life. However, it is possible to have Jesus into your life, but then certain parts of your life, certain parts still have darkness. And that can be likened to a house, to a building, where, don't forget, there's one building, but they're separate rooms. You may be in your living room and the light is on. But when you go into your bedroom and you don't turn on the light, there's darkness. In order to get the darkness out of your bedroom, you have to turn on the light. Similarly, in our lives, there are different departments, there are different sections in our lives. We have working life, we have family life, we have hanging out life, we have games life, we have party night life, we have different segments. And if you notice, when you look at your friends and your family, when you look at your workmates, notice that we all of us, including myself, we behave differently in different settings. Those are the different departments, the different sections of our lives. So you may be a lamb at home. You may be like the son of God at home, doing no wrong in front of your parents. But then when you go and hang out with the guys or with the girls, oh my goodness, if your mother or father was to see you, they will faint. You see, so that's what I'm talking about. So you may have light in that section where you are around your family, but you have darkness in the other section when you're with your friends. I want you to know today that you can turn on the light in every section of your life, whether you're at home with your family, whether you're at work, whether you're just hanging out with the boys or with the girls. You can turn on the light in every area of your life. How do you turn on the light in your life? When you already have Jesus. Now, don't forget, let me go back a little. If you don't have Jesus, all of you will be dark. However, so therefore, for the person who is listening to this and they don't have Jesus in their life and they find they're struggling with evil, they're struggling with sinfulness, I want to tell you today, you need Jesus in your life. That is the first step. Now, as I said before, now moving forward, when you have Jesus in your life, you're still going to have some darkness in some areas, but you can get rid of all of the darkness by turning on the switch that makes all of your life, just like when you go into your bedroom at night, you need to turn on the switch to get rid of the darkness. When you go into your kitchen, you need to turn on the switch to get rid of your darkness. When you go into the bathroom, you need to turn on the light to get rid of your darkness. Therefore, I am telling you that when you are with your family, you may turn on the light automatically. But when you are with your friends, the darkness come out automatically. But I am telling you this morning, I am telling you that you have the power to turn on the light switch when you are with your friends, when you are at work, when you are on the mountaintop, when you are in the valley. You have the light switch. I am a teacher, so I'm going to tell you what is the light switch. The light switch is obedience. In your bedroom, the light switch is on the wall. Or if you're rich enough and you have sophisticated lighting, you can clap your hand and the light comes on. Yes, that's technology. Or you can just say light, be light, and the light comes on. That's technology. So the switch that is inside of you, that you have control over, no one else have it, because God put that switch in you from the beginning. He gives you the authority to make choices. When you make a choice, you are either turning on the light or turning off the light. So when you go out with your friends and you decide to behave in an evil way, although you know that Jesus is inside of you, you have made a choice to turn off the light. If you are with your friends and you make the choice to be a good example and say, no, we are not going to do that. No, we are not going to discuss that because that is disgusting. Then you made the choice to turn on the light in your life so that others can see. You see, God did not put light in you, that is Jesus, for you to hide him. Don't be scared. Don't worry about what your friends are going to say about you. You're too religious. You're too spiritual. Jesus said, when you get close to him, when you bring him into your life, there are some people, family, friends, workmates, etc., that you have to separate yourself from. So if they don't like to be in the light, then you need to part company with them. Therefore, I am telling you, you have the authority. No one is going to do it for you, not even God himself. Why isn't God going to do it for you? Because he put the switch in you. That switch, as I said before, now you know what the switch is. The switch to turn on the light in every area of your life is obedience. And God told us what are the things that we need to obey. You have 10 commandments. You need to obey every single one. You need to be good to people. You need to be honest. You need to not to do things that are evil. All of those are within your choice. And if you find it difficult to do good, it means you need Jesus, because he is the source of light. Therefore, from today forward, let everyone know that you have the choice to turn on or turn off your switch. And therefore, you have chosen, because this is an emergency. This is not just something that you should take lightly. So long as you have Jesus in your life, so long as you want Jesus in your life, then you can turn on the switch. And it is important for your well-being, for your everlasting life, that you turn on the switch today. Not just when you are in front of the pastor, not just when you are in front of other workmates, not just when you're hanging out with the other Christians. You need to turn on the light in your life, in every department of your life, in every area of your life, whether you're hanging out at a picnic, whether you are at work, whether you are in a different country. Don't matter where you go on vacation, your light must shine. And therefore, you need to treat it as an emergency. And if you were sick, you will call 911 and call for the ambulance to come for you. I am telling you this morning, you need to make that choice. Make that choice now to turn on that switch in every area of your life so that you will let your light shine. And when you let the light shine in all areas of your life, then you are pleasing to God. Thank you, and have a wonderful, blessed, and illuminated day.